That's it. I'm live. Oh my goodness. Oh, my hair. Too late. Let's see who's on tonight. We shall see. I'm going to open this up while I'm on here. I don't feel quite as nervous getting on here anymore. That's kind of a good thing. It also means I'll probably be like super awkward and not even know. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to my channel. I'm Andrea. In case you've not been on here before, you probably have. Normally on Friday nights when I do the lives, it's normally a lot of people that I've like talked to before, or I've actually like, you know, gotten to know or whatever, or, you know, we've communicated or whatever, such as Lexi. Hello. Hello. Happy Friday. Love Fridays. So tomorrow, I don't know, what are you doing tomorrow, Lexi? For me, tomorrow, I am going to go and play with the elephants. So, I don't know. Seems like a good thing to do on a Saturday. Finally, I'm going to go and get to see the elephants. I think I'm going to actually go for a ride. Not sure. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to hopefully get my husband to go for an elephant ride. That would be cool. But yeah, I didn't do the full elephant encounter, which is like you wash them and like, you know, take care of them and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to an elephant sanctuary in Williston tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to like hang out with the elephants. So, I'm sure they're going to be sharing a lot of information on the tour about elephants. So yeah, kind of excited about that. And then after that, we're going to go to Cedar Lakes Gardens, something like that. So I don't know. It's supposed to be like this really beautiful, like botanical garden kind of place. So, yeah, I've been meaning to go for a while. Everybody that's ever gone says it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, no, rain is not fun. Ooh, I hope it doesn't rain here. We're not in our rainy season. Our rainy season is basically during the summer. We get rained on like every single day, but not like all day long. It's just maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. It's like a torrential downpour, and then it's sunny again. It's bizarre. So weird. So you'll be like driving along, and on one side of the road, it's like completely sunny, blue skies, birds chirping. And then on the other side of the road, it's like black, dark. Oh my goodness, this is Armageddon. It is so weird. There's not like this nice little drizzly rain. Most of the time, it's either beautiful, bright, and sunny or torrential downpour. It's beyond strange. But yeah, so anyway, so we really probably won't have any rain. Right now, if we get rain, it's like an all-day rain. But yeah, it's not the rainy season right now. This is where all the grass looks icky and just kind of everything looks brown. It's starting to come back now, but because of we had a frost, like a really hard frost, like off and on for like a week or two. It was crazy. So because of that, everything kind of, you know, went into sleep and everything died off. So everybody's yard is brown right now, but it's starting to come back. Excuse me. It's really weird right now because like everybody's grass is like brown and then there's like patches of weird green. It's really, it's not attractive. If you're going to come to Ocala right now, it's not how it normally looks. Okay. Just keep that in mind because, ooh. Don't judge us based on this. This is our weird in-between stage. It's like, you know, puberty for kids. It's just not, it's just weird. It's like, oh, okay, that's, okay. That doesn't look right. I'm sure you'll grow out of it. So that's the same thing with the grass right now. It's just like, ugh, yeah, hopefully that'll change. Good grief, but whatever. I don't know. What else? Oh, I'm doing the 75 hard challenge. Yeah, that's not fun. I have to drink, I still have to drink this before I'm done today, before I go to bed. So, and I still haven't read my 10 pages. So I don't know if you've ever done the 75 hard or heard of it, but yeah, it's you have to drink a gallon of water a day for 75 days straight. You have to stick to a diet. It doesn't matter what diet. You can pick whatever you want, but you have to stick to it for 75 days. No cheat meals, not even one. And no alcohol. That's a big one. No, what else? You have to exercise twice a day, 45 minutes at least each, and one of them has to be outside. And that one's kind of hard because what if you do get a rainy, nasty day? You still got to like power through and do it. So I think hopefully I will be just finishing up with the 75 hard challenge by the time we actually go into rainy season. So that should be good. You're supposed to do 10 pages of nonfiction a day. So yeah, I don't know. I'm getting there. So I figured I would actually catch up on my Bible reading and stuff. So 10 pages of Bible aids per day is basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to be like streaking through these books like crazy. So yeah, it's been good. It's actually been really clarifying. Even my eyes, it's so weird, but like the whites of my eyes are like super white right now. I'm like, what is up with that? But I think it has something to do with my diet or the lack of ridiculously bad food. So, and the alcohol, I just thought about that. I'm like, it sounded like I was a total lush or something, but I actually don't drink very much at all. I know, says everybody, including alcoholics, but no, but I really don't. But the problem is like, I'll go to dinner or something like that with a group of friends and they're all drinking and I feel like, I should have one, because they all are. So even though I don't drink that much, I still, it sounds exhausting. It really is. It's really strange how much of a difference it's already made and it's not even been a full week. So kind of bizarre. So yeah, but anyway, about half of it I get done in the morning and then half of it in the evening. So it really, except for the water is like an all day thing. Cause wow. But yeah, the not drink. So like today, for example, I went to lunch, and they had actually gotten there early and, that's a good question, Ken. I have no idea yet, before the end of the month. But I'll let you know ahead of time because I have to check the schedule. All of them get scheduled out if I pre-record them. He is asking me about the Falls video that him and I filmed together and when it's actually going to hit. And I don't know. I know it's scheduled, but YouTube, you can schedule stuff ahead of time. So like tomorrow, because I'm going to the Elephant Sanctuary and then I'm going to Cedar Falls Gardens or whatever the name of it is. Anyway, both of it's in Williston, so I figured, okay, if I'm going to go to one, I'm going to go to the other. But that's two different videos, so I don't normally release them all at the same time. I'll do like one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. So yeah, so things get scheduled out a little bit. So anyway, but I'm not sure. It depends on how scheduled out my videos are. But yeah, the only ones that I do like that day are like the lives. Yeah, even the driving ones, because I don't necessarily do them the same day. So I don't know. So I'm not really sure, but it will be sometime this month. But yeah, I'll check I can't check it right now because I'm on here, but I'll let you know. But I think it turned out pretty good, the video. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, so yes, I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. And the 75 hard challenge is it's going well so far, but it's not even been a week. And I actually can tell a big difference. But yeah, what I was saying was, going to my friends today and, having lunch with them. They had both like gotten there way early. And so they both had a mojito in front of them that's normally when I would order something. So I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and have my water because I'm going to be drinking a lot of water today anyway. Might as well, whatever. So I guess I'm a social drinker. I wouldn't normally order myself a drink necessarily, but if they're having one, I feel like I should. Is that weird? I guess that's weird, but it's not that I don't like alcohol. It's just not like even soda. I don't really order soda. If somebody else orders soda, I don't. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's just a strange social thing. So, and no, it has nothing to do with smoking. I've never smoked a cigarette in my entire life. But for some reason, something to do with like if I go and have dinner or whatever with a group of friends or we go out or something, I feel like I should have an alcoholic beverage. So I don't know, kind of weird. But like my husband and I both, we don't drink. We just don't. I don't know. We just, you know, if we have alcohol at the home, it's like it'll sit there forever. There's probably dust on the alcohol bottles here because we just don't drink. So like people come over and they're like, wow, you have a lot of alcohol. I'm like, that's because we don't drink any of it. Like help yourself, knock yourself out. So not anti-drinking, it's just not a thing for us. Hey, Bill. So yeah, some of my relatives, my grandmother was a real estate broker. She's actually what got me into real estate. She's like my best friend, but she passed away a few months before I opened the real estate brokerage. So she never actually got to see it, but I'm pretty sure she'd like it. But yeah, she actually could, even in her 70s, could drink me under the table. Like I'm such a lightweight. It's pathetic. Hello from Cleveland. Been watching you since last year. Wow. So, you're very informative about the housing market, Marion County, and surrounding areas. Yeah, I try. I really do try. That's basically what we wanted the channel to be about because we've noticed that there is a serious lack of information online about our town, which is bizarre. Everybody is on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, websites. A lot of the businesses here are not online at all, like at all. So it's very strange that so we kind of like try and show what's here. It's like this weird little secret place, I guess, because they're just not online. But I will say that the town itself, Ocala is really great for small businesses. Like really, they really try to push small businesses. They really want you to use local and stuff like that. Oh, you're welcome, Mario. So, you know, we try to help those smaller businesses with the YouTube channel and the TikTok and stuff like that. Sometimes they just straight up have no idea. I was just talking to, I was actually at this pizza place that I really, really like. They have some up in Buffalo, New York as well, but he's just a local guy and he's just, you know, trying to make ends meet or whatever. But he's opened a place called Pie O' Mine, and it's such good pizza, like really, really good pizza. So I was talking to him, and it kind of is like Subway, you know, how you like pick out your toppings. Well, they do the same thing with the pizza, and they just kind of put the toppings on, and then they shove it into the oven, and it goes around. It's like a brick oven, and there's the fire and everything. Oh, and it's so good. So, but yeah, he was talking about, you know, how hard it is for a pizza place in Ocala because we got a lot of pizza places. And I was like, well, you should be on TikTok. This is like, you know, with the theater and everything here, there's going to be a lot of teenagers in here. And he's like, what's TikTok? He had no idea. He had no Facebook. He had no TikTok. And primarily for a pizza place, especially, it's going to be like a whole bunch of teenagers and stuff. So it was very strange. But yeah, so I helped him set up a TikTok. So yeah, but I gotta go talk to him because he did like one video and then that was it. I was like, that's not how it works. Oh, I bet you have good pizza there. Oh my goodness. I love New York style pizza. No offense against Chicago, but I prefer New York. Sorry. All right. Lexi says, random question, but have you ever helped people with finding temporary housing if they were, hold on, it doesn't let me read that fast. If they were doing like a travel position or something for work. So are you talking like Airbnb because we do have we have a couple of Airbnbs that my company manages. So yeah, short-term housing, like anything from 3 months to 3 days, we've got something. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, right now it's the busy season though. It's hard to find even a hotel room in this town. They are building more hotels. The World Equestrian Center, they're building a secondary hotel right now. So yeah, their main hotel that they've got already is like a 5-star amazing hotel. One of the rooms is going for $3,500 a night. And the real kicker to me personally is it doesn't include breakfast the next day. Like $3,500 and you're not going to include breakfast. It's terrible. Oh, that's a good question, Donna. I don't know if you guys can see the questions or not. How has Ocala prepared for the new housing boom and growth? So much new construction. Very true. It was actually preparing for it before the boom actually happened. I mean, obviously the boom definitely took off a lot bigger than most of us expected, but no, they were actually preparing for it. One of the people, and he will never, ever, ever take responsibility for it, but one of the people that is definitely responsible for, I would say, a large percentage of the growth here is Kevin Sheely. He is the CEO over at the Chamber of Commerce, which they call it the CEP, because they merged the chamber with the city and county kind of, anyway, so it's an economic partnership. So it's not actually the Chamber of Commerce. It actually merged with the local entities. Anyway, so they merged that. So he has actually been huge with helping to not only help with small businesses, but also to bring larger corporations in. And he has done a fantastic job of doing that. Obviously, because we've gotten, since he's been in there, we've gotten Amazon, Chewy, FedEx, AutoZone distribution area centers. We've gotten Rainy. We've gotten oh, what's the other one? Dollar Tree Distribution Center. It's actually one of the biggest in the world once they're done building the rest of it. So, and then there's like 5 million square feet of other space that is being built here. It's crazy. The amount of stuff that has come in since he's kind of been promoting that growth. But one of the other things that he did before the boom, and that's critical to mention this, is he actually really pushed and promoted a tax, which, you know, you're like, why would he, what? But no, he actually presented, it was called a penny tax. And it was for 1% higher than what the other, you know, the rest of the state basically asked for sales tax. So Marion County actually asked for 7% instead of 6%. Well, that money can only go to the fire department, the police department for equipment and resources for that. But because they didn't have to pay for their equipment and their, you know, for their facilities anymore, they were able to allocate more money in their budget for hiring and for training. So we actually have really, really good firemen and EMTs and police officers and stuff. So our emergency services really, really, really benefited from that. They will all tell you they really benefited. Plus, we were really struggling before because we weren't paying them sufficiently to compete with other markets. And what happens was we would get brand new, fresh out of the academy people that really didn't have the experience. And so we would train them up and work with them. And as soon as they were trained and at a certain level that they were really, you know, we were getting our investment back on that training, they would get a better job offer pretty much anywhere and we would lose them. So it was this constantly training, having these new people. Well, especially when, you know, you've got new trainees and stuff, accidents happen and stuff. So it was really, we were really not in a good position. So now because they had more money allocated to that, we actually have a much better, much more experienced, trained emergency services, which I appreciate. anybody that goes in the ambulance will truly appreciate that. But we also, the other money that was allocated was also for the roads, not just working on the current roads, but also building and expanding what we already have to take pressure off of high density areas like 200, 60th Avenue, stuff like that. So that was all in the works, and then the boom kind of happened. So thankfully, because roads don't just happen. It literally takes years when you're doing a whole new road system. Sometimes you have to do, you know, you have to purchase things in the way. You have to, I mean, it's crazy the amount of paperwork that you have to do just to do a new road. It's not like it just, whoop, there you go. There's, you know, eminent domain, and you're going to have to purchase the houses that are in the way, or fields or whatever. And then if it goes anywhere near I-75, whew, that is a whole federal program. So if you wanted to do anything, which we do, 484 is in serious need of help with the exits and entrances to get onto and off of I-75. And that's why it's really blocked up over there, is it's just really that whole road and the freeway needs to be organized better now that it's had a lot more population and growth over there. So it gets really bogged down right around 5 o'clock. If anybody local will show you, it's terrible right there. But that's been going on for a couple of years. They've been in the works with doing it. We're feeling the pain of it, because at this point it's critical that we get those roads. But that's something, the paperwork started on that years ago. So it's finally happening, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. So they have been working on it for a while. They've definitely been, this is definitely a strategic type thing. It's not just, it's happened. But you know, we're kind of like, oh my goodness, how is this going to all work out? They are very hardcore with their planning, like very hardcore. Even downtown Ocala, that was planned out 10 years ago. And quite frankly, I didn't actually think it would happen. 10 years ago, I was looking at downtown Ocala and I'm like, are you sure this is actually going to be the place? This is where everybody's going to want to come hang out? Like, I don't know. But now I'm like, well, this is the place. Of course, this is where everybody hangs out. In fact, it's gotten so popular that they built a parking garage that's free to the public to use, and that has gotten filled up. So now they're actually providing a couple more parking garages. So again, as they need stuff and as we grow, they're definitely moving in that direction. So it's actually really nice to see that planned growth instead of just, well, what are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing today? You know, and no, it's actually very planned out. Lexi said, hold on. I really wish it would just let me click on and off on this. She's going to get her CNA license also in Florida to take travel positions. Oh, very cool. I would have her look in, yeah, VRBO or Airbnb, is awesome. Greg Brothers. Hey, Greg. No, is asking about if I've seen what the hotel rooms are going for over at Disney for the Star Wars Galactic exhibit. No, I can't even imagine how much that is. But you know, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but do you know in Walt Disney World, in the actual castle, there is a hotel room in there? Not many people know that. It's Disney princess themed, and you cannot rent out that room. It is only by invitation. I think it's got like a 24 karat gold bathtub in there. And I mean, it's all Disney. The whole thing is Disneyed into oblivion. But as a guest of Disney World, so I can't even imagine how you would have to rate as a human being in order to get an invite to that room. It'll never happen in my lifetime for me. I'm okay with it, I think. But yeah, we're talking like royalty or something. They would actually get an invitation to stay in that room. But yeah, there is an actual hotel room inside the Disney castle. A little trivia for you. But yeah, no, I can't even imagine what somebody would pay for something like that. That's got to be like an epic experience. But yeah, I've seen videos and stuff. Like you'll see them once in a while, them taking the tour of like showing what's in there. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. I didn't even know that was there. Like, I've been to Disney like countless times. I found out on a video. I was like, really? But yeah, apparently there is actually a room there. 2 nights ranges from $5,000 to $20,000. Oh my god. Nope. I know there are people that would pay that though. Like okay, so I've been to, what is it? MegaCon is what it's called. So it's like Comic-Con, but in Orlando. Oh, you live up by all my family. I have a lot of family in Lapeer, Michigan. That's funny. So yeah, I went to MegaCon in Orlando, and some of these people, like, seriously, they live it. Like, it is a lifestyle. For me, it was a day I got to dress up and it was kind of fun. For them, it is an everyday event. Like, they live it. One woman was tattooed head to toe. She was wearing a bikini. You never know what you're going to see there. But she was wearing a bikini, and head to toe, she was covered in tattoos about Star Wars. Like, tattoos like this big all over her were tattoos of Star Wars stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's not like, oh, I really love Star Wars. That is like, she lives Star Wars. Like, to mark your body that much of Star Wars, she was in it. So I'm pretty sure somebody like that would pay that money without not even a question. I can't even imagine how much the tattoos cost her all told. But yeah, I was like, okay. And like people that build like Daleks and stuff like that from Doctor Who, that's an achievement. Okay. The C3PO. Yeah, there we go. C3PO and all that. They literally build and create the stuff or recreate the movie stuff. So that is an endeavor. I mean, seriously. So yeah, what's another $5,000 to enjoy the experience? I mean, that's, get to really live it. They would probably do it. Me personally, no. No. I enjoy that stuff, but it's not like a lifestyle. So, don't know. To each their. Let's see. Yeah, Star Wars Galactic. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that would do it. But the World Equestrian Center? $35,000. Or no, excuse me. $3,500 for a night. It's like $7,000 for 2 nights. That's crazy. Finally got a buyer for my home, so that relieves a lot of pressure. Well, that's good. I don't think I saw that right. Oh, Luann. I'm sorry, Luann. I didn't even see you. Hello from Cleveland, Tennessee. Hello! Been watching you since last year. Oh, yeah, I did see that one. Okay. I forgot to do the shout out. I don't know. I'm like just checking to see. Okay. I think I got it all. One of these days, I'm going to be really, really good at this. Oh, wait. I think I got it so it'll actually stay up. Oh. Okay, so now it actually stays up. Oh, nope. There it goes again. It fades out. So now it's just me talking to my phone. That's basically it. But yeah, and then like stuff pops up, but that's about it. I really love it when you guys talk. Like, I really, really, truly appreciate it, because otherwise it's just me sitting here just kind of like, what do I talk about now? Which, I can sit here and talk for 10 minutes about a chocolate bar or something, but I'm sure it's a lot more interesting when it's something you want to actually talk about. I don't know. I told my husband, I was like, I never know what to say. I just hope they say something, because I don't know. He's like, well, you seem to enjoy it. So I'm like, yeah. So, but yeah, it definitely helps when you guys actually like chit chat and stuff too. I wonder what it's Lapeer, Michigan. I wonder what it's like as far as the temperature up there. Are you guys still in like freezing weather, or are you in spring now? I don't know. I have a friend up in UP, up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and she's still got snow like crazy, but they've only got like a month out of the year, it feels like, that they don't have snow. So I don't know. But yeah, she went skidding off the road because somebody hit a deer and she went right into a snowbank. That was yesterday. But she said she was okay. So I don't know. Don't know. Oh. Almost spring. Praying about it. Oh my God. Yeah, I can see that. I think it was like 83 today for us. I live in Pennsylvania and plan to buy a small home in Ocala in about 1.5 years. That's cool. It's not just this country, Sean. It's all them countries. Like, seriously, I don't even know what happened this week. So yeah, well, welcome. How bad do Floridians hate northern snowbirds? Should I hide that I'm a liberal? Well, those are two different things. Okay, so the liberal thing, that's more like we equate everybody in California with that. But as far as like the snowbirds, no, y'all, you're just as much like down here as we are. So just as long as you can drive, for crying out loud, use your turn signal and you'll be fine. Make sure that you do some of the southern things so you can like blend in. So, you know, when you're out walking in the neighborhood or whatever, you got to have a smile and a wave. Even if you're driving or walking or what, you still smile and wave at other drivers and other people and everything. At Publix, you ask the employees about their family and stuff. What else? Sweet tea is a delicacy, and if you don't know how to make it, just buy it from Publix. But you will be judged on your sweet tea. So, no. Regular iced tea with sugar in it is not sweet tea, just to clarify. I don't know. There's just certain things you just kind of got to get used to down here, but once you do, then you're Floridian. We're pretty welcoming. But no, I mean, we like the snowbirds. I mean, you know, especially the ones that only come like half the year. Those are awesome. Those are so great. So they come down here, they spend all their money, pay all of our taxes, so we don't have to pay that high of taxes, and then they go away and leave us alone for the summer. It's really, we have no complaints about that. We have no problem with it whatsoever. So we have like super low bills and stuff because of all the snowbirds that come down. So no, we just wish they would drive better, but I think everybody complains about us too. So in our driving, I'm a terrible driver, so I can't say nothing. Should I hide that I'm a liberal? Yes. So bad. I don't get into politics. I'm not going there. Taylor put me in a headlock tonight and made me put oh my God. That's funny. Okay. Maybe put an offer on a place. Well, good for Taylor, because otherwise you're going to be miserable because you didn't. Good for her. I'm going to have to buy her a drink or something. Oh, that's funny. You will be fine, Greg. You're like panicking for nothing. You've been trying to do this for 10 years. In reference to 55 communities, annual dues versus monthly dues, do all the communities charge a yearly and monthly? No, that's not right. It's either or. I've never heard of one. At least here in Marion County, it's either or. So sometimes they'll say annual fee because it's like here in our neighborhood, the monthly fee is so low that we pay it annually. So I think it's like 120, 120 a year. No, less than that. 110 a year. So it's $9 a month, but you don't make a $9 a month payment. So you just pay it annually. So it's an annual fee. But other communities, because it's higher, because they have, you know, a pool or a guard gate or something like that, they're much higher, maybe 100, 150, maybe even up to 300. So that you can pay it monthly instead of annually. But no, it's not both, it's either or. Unless there's some community that I don't know about that's charging something weird, but I don't think so. I know, I mean, I was just in Oak Run a few hours ago, so no, it's either or. So I would just check because, yeah, you might be seeing some are saying annual and some that are saying monthly and confusing the both or something. But if you really look at them, it should be the monthly fee equals the annual fee. So like if I said $9 a month here, yeah, but it's like 110 a year. So yeah, what is it? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We get sweet tea at McDonald's. McDonald's has pure sugar water. Holy smokes, does there... I have to get it half cut. And for any of y'all that don't know, half cut sweet tea is when they put the unsweet in first, the ice, then unsweet tea, and then the sweet tea on top, and then all the sweet tea kind of drizzles down into the unsweet, and you basically have the sugar cut in half. Half cut. McDonald's, I do like theirs half cut, because then you can actually taste the tea instead of the sugar. What? Bill says, I've got a buyer for my home farm. I knew I saw that in there. And that gets me down there faster. I'm purging stuff to keep my move light. So I'll need furniture. Do you know places to furnish the new home with cool furniture? Yes. I prefer getting used furniture because it is so much cheaper. I mean, you can go to Rooms to Go. You can go to American Freight, which I love. I got a couch from American Freight that I absolutely love. It's in my office. I adore that couch. I've had it for like 4 or 5 years now. Love that couch. And it is really taken a beating. And it still looks great. So I love their furniture. But if you wanted to, like, if you don't mind buying used furniture, which I have no problem doing, but some people are really particular about it. But I love used furniture. I got both of my leather couches along with, and the couches have electronic recliners on. So there's like 4 of them all told because it's like 2 on each end. But I got all of that for $400. So I've got like a big couch and then a sofa, like love seat. For $400 used at Salvation Army. So, I mean, it was black leather couches. I mean, that's pretty good. So, but there's also some consignment shops. The consignment shops are a little more expensive, but they are also more high-end furniture. So it's not like, you know, thrift shop. It's like whatever's in there is in there. But like Habitat for Humanity is a fantastic restore. They have some really great furniture because they get all their furniture from like the hotels. When the hotels, you know, change up their furniture, they've got like crazy nice furniture in there. I don't know, there's a lot of places, but like I said, if you just want to go into like Rooms to Go and get your whole house outfitted out, you can do that. But yeah, there's a lot of places. Furniture is so cheap in Florida, okay? Like especially used furniture is so cheap. Just go on Facebook Marketplace in Ocala and you'll see like bazillion different kinds of furniture. So it just depends on what you want to do. We've got so many different furniture stores. It's not like you just have to go to Rooms to Go. You can go to a whole bunch of different ones. That's not going to be, honey, Sean, you don't have to lie about who you are or what you believe. You just, I was mostly teasing. Get yourself out of the winter. It's okay. How far south do you have to go in Florida before you're back up north? How far south do you have to go in Florida until you're back up north? Well, if you go down to Miami, you're gone even further south. So, don't know. I don't know. You try it and let me know. Is way too sweet at McDonald's. Get it half cut. I'm not joking. It's really good. Just tell them I want it half cut and they'll do it right for you. Make sure and tell them to put well, sometimes you don't have to tell them. Normally they'll do it right, but sometimes they don't know. Anyway, I always just give them directions. I'm like, I want the unsweet on the bottom. Because otherwise you have all the sugar on the bottom and then the stuff on the top doesn't get any sugar because sugar is heavier and it comes down. But they normally know. I just tell them half cut, honestly, and I've always had it good. So I hate sweet tea. I bitched to McDonald's because I thought that was sacrilege to Southerners. No, McDonald's has a really good sweet tea. It used to have, like, they'd give you a cup like this of sweet tea for $1 in this big styrofoam cup. I mean, it was huge. So yeah, but no, not anymore. That and Sonny's has really good sweet tea too. And I think Sonic does too. I don't know. There's a few different places that if you're gonna get sweet tea, you know, out and about, while you're out and about, there's a few places you can go that's pretty decent. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing, okay? Yeah, you don't mess with the sweet tea. But I mean, you're going to be drinking stuff out and about because I mean, in the middle of summer, it's like 100 degrees and it just feels like you're walking around in a sauna. So you either always have a water bottle not far from you or you know where to go to get. I've gone through the McDonald's drive-thru before just to get an ice water. And they're like, I don't really feel like I should charge you. I'm like, I'll give you $0.25 or $1 or whatever. I don't care, but I'm parched. I need a drink. And I don't want to drink soda. Like, I really just, I don't. It's weird with soda. Like, have you ever noticed the more you drink soda, the more you crave it? It's so bizarre. But if you don't drink it at all, you don't really want it. I don't know. It's strange. So as long as I stay away from it, I'm golden. Always ask for light ice. If not, you don't get a lot. I don't know. I like having lots of ice because then you can put it in the cup holder and leave it in the car. About an hour later, you got a whole new drink. So bad. So bad. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. There's definitely a method to the madness. Those, I don't know, I got one of those thermos, it's like a Yeti thermos tumbler thing, I guess, whatever they call them. But I didn't buy it for myself. One of my agents bought it for me, and it has its world's best broker on it and stuff. It was really sweet. It's got my name on it. It's all blue sparkly and our company color, but like really sparkly. She got that. That thing is crazy. I'll put ice in it, and then like 15 hours later, there's still ice in it. It is weird. I'm not used to that. I really have no idea what to do with that. It is just so strange to have ice that stays in a cup. Because normally in Florida, your ice is gone. It is just, it melts real quick. If you are ever near Pittsburgh, try Turner Dairy iced tea. You want me to go to Pittsburgh to try iced tea? I don't know. I don't know about that one, but if you say it's good, I'll believe you. Pittsburgh. I'm trying to think what. Now, I've been, through Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the longest state. It's almost as bad as Georgia. Georgia, it takes forever. It takes forever to get through Georgia when you're driving. And then Pennsylvania, if you're taking the long way through, oh my goodness, you're in that state forever. And it's such a huge difference to go from Pittsburgh to Philly. That is totally different state, truthfully. Let's see. Sean, your prediction of the Ocala housing market in the near future. Oh goodness, my crystal ball is certainly foggy. I don't know. I mean, as far as if no outside sources or influences affect it, such as like, World War III or another global pandemic, then I'm going to have to say that it's actually looking amazingly like a boom. Everybody keeps asking about if it's a bubble or if it's a boom. It is a boom. And we were due for one because for the entire time during the recession, we were one of the hardest hit areas in one of the hardest hit states. So nationwide, we really suffered. We didn't build anything for almost 15 years, definitely for 10. There were no permits being pulled. Nobody was building anything. And that was commercial, residential, everything. So now we're like, and then people like kind of locked down with their family members. So like one house would have the grandparents, the parents, and then the adult children and their kids all crammed together in one, because that's how you made the bills pay. You had to. So now that, you know, the recession in the economy is doing much better, kind of going a little the other way, but that's fine. So it's doing a lot better here in Ocala, especially. Those people have all spread out and bought houses. But there were no houses to buy because we hadn't built any new ones in like forever. And then we had all of this work come in with all of these distribution centers and stuff. And again, we had a lot of people moving to the area, but we hadn't had any new houses. So we're really suffering right now, because we really just, because we were so hard hit, took a while for the banks to be like, oh, you want to build again? Oh, this is a less risky situation. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finance it. So it was rough. But then on top of that, the global pandemic, we really weren't sure how that was going to affect us. Yeah, we got hit with so many people wanting to move down here all at once. I mean, just instantly, because Florida was, we'll say, not as rigid. And also because of the weather, it was so nice. We were still able to go outside and do things. And we weren't really just kind of locked inside of our house. Like, you know, some of the states, they had like cabin fever on steroids. So we did have a large percentage of people that were remote workers that moved down here. And again, not enough houses. So a lot of those people kind of moved down here and, you know, bought homes and stuff. But again, where does it put all of the people that are coming down for the jobs that are coming? Because there's still more jobs coming. There's like I said, like 5 million square feet of distribution centers and industrial that are currently being built and are about to be leased out to, you know, like Amazon and stuff like that. So where are those employees going to live? A little bit of a problem. So they are making more developments. They are doing more subdivisions and stuff, but it's still, you know, still getting all of the roadways done. It's still a good year or two out. So hopefully hopefully everything will continue the way it's going, and we'll, you know, actually catch up with demand. But right now supply is pretty low. So all right, hopefully that helped. DeLuca's has a great breakfast in Pittsburgh. Don't know. Not been there. Carlos, I requested information for a lot and the realtor told me that there was a problem with it. He told me that there were turtles and that a permit was needed to relocate them prior to start building a house. I searched on the internet and was surprised for the cost of removing a single turtle is from $1,000 to $3,000. Is it really that expensive? Oh, honey, I have no idea. I really don't know. I know what turtles you're talking about. I don't think they're endangered, but they are protected. We'll go with that. So yeah, if they're on a lot, they have to be relocated, and it can't be like you just pick it up and move it a mile away. It has to be to an area where they'll, you know, like a certain area. So anyway, a protected area so that they can continue to thrive, which they're really, really cute. I think they're tortoises, actually. I'm not sure. Anyway, but they're really, really cute. But yeah, there has been a turtle issue a time or two. Turtle, I don't know, whatever it is. It has happened. I've heard of it happening before, and it's a pain in the neck, but they may move off on their own. It depends on how many turtles are on your property. Normally, there's not that many on a certain property because they don't like to share areas. But yeah, maybe I would check around. I would definitely check around for that because it's not like there's only one company that can do it. So we've had that issue with houses where bats come in. Had no bats in the attic, and all of a sudden you have this brown bat, which apparently is endangered or something. And so, yeah, you have to have a company come in and remove the bats because you cannot kill them. You can't seal off the area. They are protected. So it's really bad. We had it happen in property management years ago. So the tenants, as we were trying to figure out how to get and who to get and where to get and how much it was going to cost and get all these stuff, and we had to get estimates and all sorts of stuff, the entire time the tenants are listening to squeak, 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 squeak every day. It's bad. It's so bad. So yeah, kind of weird, but I don't know that it costs that much. I would check and see. $1,000. Doesn't, that sounds a little bit much. My dream retirement job / hobby is removal of pythons, iguanas, and other invasive species. That's not really an Ocala issue. You want to go play with the pythons? Sean, that is weird. You guys are known for maniacal monkeys. Leave the monkeys alone and you'll be fine. Okay, so it is tortoise. He said turtles in water, tortoise on land. So it is definitely tortoise because they want nothing to do with the water. They do not like the water. So they are definitely a tortoise. But yeah, the I think it's a sand tortoise or something. Anyway, but yeah, we do have species of things that need to be removed and put elsewhere where they'll be protected over there. But pythons, no, that's like down in the Everglades. Iguanas, the big iguanas, we don't have those here. It's too cold. They can't survive here. We definitely have the monkeys, but the monkeys don't bother anybody as long as you don't bother them. They live their life. They're like squirrels. They don't want anything to do with you. Like, I would be more worried about a raccoon than a monkey. But, I mean, I don't know. Some people have like videos of the monkeys going nuts. What did they do to the monkeys to make them nuts? Because I've seen the monkeys many, many, many times, and they want nothing to do with people, like at all. And they can escape pretty well. So unless you're like being aggressive to them, there shouldn't really be an issue. So I often wonder about, you know, a few of those videos that are circulating, what they did to get them all riled up. And it probably had something to do with food. But any animal will mess with you if you mess with their food or mess with their habitat or something. So yeah, leave them alone. But no, mostly the monkeys, you can't even tell they're even there most of the time. They'll be up above you in the trees. You'll never even know they're there. It's like squirrels. Wait, you bought a lot and you don't even know if it has water? What are you doing? I don't know. If you want to send me the info, Carlos, I will look it up for you and figure out what on earth is going on. It's probably that tortoise I was talking about. That sand tortoise. Because they'll, you know, they go over and walk through my yard once in a while. I don't know. I think they're kind of cute, but I don't know. But yeah, if you want to send me the info, I'll take a look at it and see if it's an area really known for them. I don't know of any protected turtles. No, I don't live there. Yeah, I would imagine not. The tortoises too. But send me the info on the lot and I'll take a look. If you haven't, oh, there you go. All right. Do you have my email? I don't know if you have my email. It's my first name and my last name at gmail.com. So AndreaProeber, P as in Paul, R-O, E as in Edward, B as in boy, E as in Edward, R at gmail.com. I love Gmail. Gmail is awesome. But yeah, that's my email address. So AndreaProeber at gmail.com. I do not know why it's pronounced Proeber. That is my husband's thing. You're welcome, Carlos. Yeah, it's supposed to have like a little umlaut, something. I don't know. Anyway, so it's supposed to be Proeber, but he swears up and down it's supposed to be called Proeber. So I pronounce it Proeber to make him happy, but I think it's supposed to be Proeber. It's not. I wasn't born with this name. I don't know. It's his thing. We've been married so long that it's still kind of like, seriously? But yeah, my last name actually means plumber in German. And it's technically his last name. My last name was Jane, Jayne, and that's what I have as my middle name now. So yeah, so it's Andrea Jane Proeber. Whatever. I'm sure everybody has some interesting stories to their last name, but yeah. I'm still not sure why Sean wants to go and play with the pythons and iguanas. The iguanas don't really hurt anything. Actually, pythons really don't either. But I don't want to go and like mess with them. Just no. No. Pythons are big and creepy looking, but they really don't do much. It would take a lot for them to actually harm a child or something. But yeah. Or iguanas, like, they don't really do anything, but they'll freak you right out. They get into your house and stuff. Down further south, not up here. No, we just have the little itty bitty ones, like the little gecko ones. Those are all over up here. They're starting to come out again. They go away for winter, and then they come out again. So we're starting to see them more and more. So, you know, they keep the bugs down. They're kind of cute. I don't really mess with them. Again, I'm kind of one of those, like, leave the critters alone. Let them live their lives. Just, they're okay. I don't know. I was watching something. Oh, there was this woman that was showing, she literally swims with sharks all the time, like in shark infested water. And she's like, here's how you, dissuade a shark from taking too much interest in you. And you just put out your arm and you just push them away. And I'm like, there is no chance in a million years I'm going to just calmly stick out my arm to a shark and push it away from me. And she's like, you have to push it hard and then follow it all the way along so that it'll veer away. And I'm like, no. I don't know. My rapid response would be to like swim like crazy out of there as quickly as possible, but you can't really outswim a shark. So it's probably a bad plan. But she was more of the stand your ground kind of persuasion. I was just like, how about we don't? Let's just not go swim with the sharks. That's a good plan. I like that plan. It's just, everybody's all worried about the alligators. Alligators don't normally have an issue. Like, there are very, very, very few people that have ever been attacked by an alligator. Like, very few. I know of one in Marion County. Like, one. At the entire county, the entire history of Marion County, one. With alligators. Sharks, on the other hand, you're in their water. They're like, they'll take a nibble. Why not? I'm like, sharks freak me out a lot worse than alligators do. I don't know. But everybody always freaks out about the alligators. I'm like, alligators, I don't know. They're just kind of, they just want to be left alone for the most part. They don't really care. They definitely don't want to mess with anything bigger than, I don't know, bigger than maybe a 3-year-old. They just don't want to mess with that. So, don't know. And, at night, primarily at night. During the day, not as much. They have to sit in the sun. They have to be warm. Because Anyway, don't know. Let's see what else. Nope. Oh my goodness, I've been on here for about an hour already. That's insane. Well, I think I'm going to go and get my second workout in so I can get my 75 hard challenge done for the day. I've got this much water yet to drink, and then I am done with my gallon for the day. So hopefully y'all have a great night, and hopefully you'll have a great weekend. I'm going to go see some elephants tomorrow and learn about the elephant sanctuary we have here. And, I will send up that video as soon as I'm done with it so you guys can share the experience with me. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Have a great weekend. Go find something fun to do in your local community. There are so many crazy, interesting stuff to go and see and do. So go do it. Go see what they got. I can't promise an elephant sanctuary in every town, but I bet there's some really cool places that you can go and see and hang out for. You are so welcome, Bill. You have a great weekend too. Good night.